With the challenging and contentious subject of U.S. abortion rates, which has irked Elon Musk, the vocal CEO of Tesla and proprietor of the social media platform, the public's attention has been drawn to the high-profile spat between U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris and Elon Musk, but it has also illuminated the complex dynamics influencing reproductive policy in contemporary American politics. Elon was simply not having it when he saw something intriguing. Following the debate, Kamala Harris tweeted saying, "Donald Trump would outlaw abortion nationwide. I, along with President Joe Biden, will do every effort to thwart him and reinstate women's reproductive autonomy." Now, the first thing that hit it was a community note that stated, "President Trump has repeatedly said he will not sign a national abortion ban." When Vice President Harris declared on X that she would impose a national abortion ban should former President Donald Trump be re-elected in 2024, it caused a great deal of controversy. Harris made a strong commitment with her remarks, saying that she and President Joe Biden will stop him at all costs and bring back women's reproductive rights. Harris's message struck a chord and gained traction on social media, particularly in light of the nation's ongoing legal entanglements and debate over abortion rights. What happened next was that Elon Musk retweeted it, writing, "When will politicians, or at least the intern who runs their account, learn that lying on this platform doesn't work anymore?" Elon Musk quickly shot down Harris's claims. Using X's community note tool, Musk and other users called out Harris's misleading statement, emphasizing that President Trump has stated time and time again that he will not sign a national abortion ban, which was noted in the remark appended to her essay. When will politicians, or at least the intern who runs their account, learn that lying on this platform doesn't work anymore? Musk questioned, even accusing Harris of lying on purpose. Reminding Harris that during the presidential debate with Biden, Trump had stated unequivocally that he would not do so helped to strengthen his stance. On social media, Elon Musk has voiced criticism of both policies and individuals. He chastised Harris in public, casting doubt on the accuracy of the material her group had been disseminating and the validity of her allegations. Musk's criticism has implications for the broader issue of political responsibility and the veracity of public discussion on prominent platforms, in addition to Harris's specific claim. They wanted it to stop, just like Roe v. Wade. It is important to keep in mind that Democrats who favor abortion up to and even past the 9th month are the ones who take this extremist stance. Most people concur that it is wrong to consider having an abortion in the later months or even to execute the baby after birth, which is precisely what happens when the infant is born and executed after birth. A closer examination reveals that Trump's views on abortion are more nuanced than Harris said. After the 2022 Supreme Court ruling overturning Roe v. Wade, Trump publicly stated his opinion that state governments ought to establish abortion laws rather than the federal government. Trump said, "The states will decide by legislation or by vote or maybe both, and whatever they decide has to be the state law in this case or the ultimate law of the land. The states now have the responsibility to act morally." Like Ronald Reagan, I firmly believe that there should be exceptions for rape, incest, and motherhood. You have to listen to your heart on this matter, but never forget that winning elections is equally necessary to save our nation, which is tragically currently on the decline, and to rebuild our culture. However, Trump's comments reveal a complex and shifting view on the subject and haven't been totally consistent. For instance, Trump stated in a more recent interview that he believes states should have the power to control pregnancies and determine whether to penalize women who have abortions. Furthermore, Trump has refrained from directly addressing the accessibility of abortion-causing medications, including mifepristone, which is the focus of legal issues. Due to deep differences in American law and society, abortion has become a contentious political topic in the 2024 presidential race. Following the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, certain states have taken action to impose strict restrictions on access to abortion services, while other states have approved legislation guaranteeing the provision of abortion services. This discrepancy adds to the complexity of the national conversation around reproductive rights. The biggest injustice against women in the history of humanity is abortion. Although this country was created as a Christian nation, Christians do not intend to force their beliefs on others. I couldn't even claim to be a man if I didn't defend the weak and innocent. Polls consistently show that most Americans believe that abortion should be legal in the first trimester of pregnancy. In addition, ballot votes in some states have shown that the majority of voters are in favor of abortion rights. Despite public opinion, abortion is a contentious issue as seen by the ongoing legal and political battles that shape the legislative landscape around it. The community notes feature on X, which enables users to collaborate to provide context for posts that may be misleading, was a crucial element of this conversation. Any contributor may make a note, and if enough contributors with different perspectives deem it beneficial, it becomes publicly available. This feature does not represent X's perspective and cannot be changed by the platform teams in order to maintain a certain level of autonomy and collaboration. By examining Harris's piece through the lens of community notes, it was possible to disprove the vice president's claim by learning about Trump's multiple objections to a nationwide abortion ban. In addition to the contentious debate, it's critical to recognize the profound social and political consequences of the 1973 Roe v. Wade decision by the Supreme Court, which made abortion legal nationwide. The reversal of this landmark decision not only revealed significant shifts in the legal landscape, but also sparked a series of state-level legislative amendments with wildly disparate outcomes. A new age of confusing legislation and inconsistent access to abortion services has begun with the Supreme Court's decision. Texas and Mississippi are two states with strong laws that severely limit access to abortion services and impose hefty fines on those who seek or arrange for abortion services. Conversely, states such as California and New York have enacted robust legislation to protect women's reproductive rights, ensure access to the procedure, and expand access to reproductive health care. Vice President Kamala Harris and Elon Musk's disagreement has brought attention to the highly charged and intricate debate surrounding abortion rights in the United States. The Tesla CEO's criticism of Harris's untrue claims about former President Donald Trump's stance on abortion is warranted in light of the available facts. Trump's position on the issue has evolved over time. The previous president first underlined how crucial state authority is for regulating abortion. However, Trump's most recent statements, in which he neglected to address the availability of abortion medications and asserted that it should be left to the individual states to determine whether to prosecute women who have abortions, have exposed a more nuanced and ambiguous stance. The overturning of Roe v. Wade has had a profound effect on the nation's abortion rights. While some states have taken steps to protect and broaden access to reproductive health care services, others have imposed new restrictions. Due to this disparity, the legal and political battles surrounding the issue have been more intense, making it a hot topic of conversation for the 2024 presidential election. Polls show that most Americans believe that abortion should be legal for the first few months of pregnancy. Abortion rights ballot propositions have received support from voters in several states. The general public's stance is against the actions of some state legislators, as well as the continuous court challenges that shape how the American legal system views reproductive rights. Trump has made it clear that he would take over as dictator as soon as he is re-elected. To be clear, this is an open assault on our future, our families, and our children. Trump will enact a nationwide ban on abortion if given the opportunity. However, we won't allow it to occur. Women are capable of making their own decisions about their bodies and don't require government intervention to do so. Trump weakens America by caving into autocrats, which disqualifies him from serving as Commander-in-Chief of the United States of America. In this debate, users' ability to collaboratively provide context to posts that might have been deceptive has been made possible via the Community Notes function on X. In response to Kamala Harris's accusation on Trump's stance on abortion, the vice president's claim was disproved by the Community Note, which highlighted the previous president's multiple statements opposing a federal ban on abortion. This example highlights how important it is to maintain transparency and honesty in political discourse, particularly on important social media platforms. Elon Musk's criticism of Harris's fabrications serves as a reminder that public servants and elected politicians are accountable for the information they disseminate, especially on sensitive and significant issues like abortion rights. Beyond the specific conversation between Musk and Harris, the nation as a whole is greatly impacted by the broader implications of the Roe v. Wade decision, as well as the current political and legal battles surrounding abortion rights. Access to safe, legal abortion services is crucial for gender equality and reproductive health care, in addition to being a fundamental human right. The complex and multifaceted nature of the American abortion issue emphasizes the need for deliberate, fact-based discussions that take into account the various experiences and points of view held by all sides. As the 2024 presidential election approaches, abortion rights are anticipated to be a hot topic of conversation, with both Democratic and Republican candidates aiming to shape the country's reproductive healthcare system. Elon Musk's involvement in this debate has created controversy, but it has also highlighted how important it is to independently check the veracity of political figures' claims and hold them accountable for their accuracy, particularly when they use well-known social media platforms. In the face of this complex and often divisive issue, it is critical that the discourse surrounding abortion rights be grounded in empathy, truth, and a commitment to upholding everyone's fundamental freedoms. Elon Musk is right, I believe, when he criticizes Kamala Harris for making untrue statements regarding Donald Trump's views on abortion. Trump has often declared his opposition to a government ban on abortion, so Harris's claim was untrue. There are good reasons for both sides of the complex and contentious abortion debate in the United States. Nonetheless, it's critical to hold public leaders responsible for the information they disseminate and to conduct fact-based discussions. A patchwork of state legislation has resulted from the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Some states have restricted access to abortion services, while others have protected reproductive rights. Because of this difference, there will be a lot of political and legal battles around abortion in the 2024 presidential election. Despite ongoing legal challenges, the public supports abortion throughout the first trimester. Preserving honesty, transparency, and subtlety in political discourse is vital, in my opinion, particularly on social media platforms such as X. Finally, the controversy surrounding the U.S. abortion debate is made more complicated and polarizing by the Musk-Harris feud. Holding public authorities responsible for the information they disseminate and having deliberate talks that take into consideration different points of view and experience